let's say you work at a fast food restaurant and you've been working there quite some times. Or maybe you're an entry-level employee or mid-level employee or a peak employee. You hate your job. You are tired of the long hours. You're tired of the hard labor. You're tired of your manager just yelling at you, micromanaging. And one moment you come home and you're looking at some ways to retire early. So you look up all these YouTubers, and this one YouTuber, he talks about this ETF called QQQI. He is listening to this YouTuber, right? And he's talking about QQQI. He's talking about it's paying 14% yield and how it's just this awesome ETF. You're doing the research, right? You go on the website where the QQQI is. You look at the track record. You see that it is a pretty good track record and it pays substantial and stable dividends. And a light bulb goes off in your hand, and not your hand, but your head. And you think to yourself, oh my God, this is a golden opportunity. Now again, you're seeing this is paying a 14% yield. You're looking at it, it's performing very well. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how much of QQQI will you need if you are a fast food worker in order to cover your salary, so you won't have to work at a fast food restaurant again. But before we get to the video, I am not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes, so please do your own research. Guys, if you make any type of investment, just understand that it carries risk. Just because it has produced returns in the past, that does not mean it's going to produce returns in the future. So guys, just be aware of that. So here's the criteria that we're going to use. We're going to use the US national averages, so no state averages, no city averages. All right, number 2, we're only going to use QQQI dividends, which pays a 14% yield, so no capital gains, no capital losses. We're also going to look at the average salaries of entry-level positions, median salaries, and peak salaries. So let's get to it. All right, guys, let's start with the entry-level salary. So if you are starting off at an entry-level salary, this is basically your first day, first year here. You could be an intern, you could be a teenager with, looking for a job. This is going to be in the first few years of your career, if you want to call it that. And this is going to be where you are going to be learning, and you're basically taking on the beginner role. An entry-level fast food worker starts off at an average of $27,000 a year. So if we want to figure out how much of QQQI we will need in order to replace that $27,000 a year, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to take 27,000 and divide it by 0.14. Now, when we solve that equation, that's going to give us $193,000. That's right, guys. We're going to need $193,000 worth of QQQI in order to replace the entry level position of a fast food worker average salary. Okay, so next we're going to talk about the median salary. So if you are in the median salary range, you probably got promoted, you have been there for a few years, and the managers, they see you as reliable and very consistent. So with this position, you get a significant raise. So the average median salary, national median salary for a fast food worker is $15 an hour, which is $31,000 a year. Now guys, if we wanted to replace this salary with QQQI, we're going to need $222,000 invested into QQQI. All right, last but not least, we are going to talk about the peak salary. So if you are in the peak salary, you are considered a senior. You have been there for several years, and most people would consider you an expert. You're probably a lead or a manager somewhere in the fast food industry. Now, the average fast food worker salary, if you're in a top position, is going to pay around $43,000 a year. So, if we wanted to figure out how much a QQQI we will need to replace this salary, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to take $43,000 and divide it by 0.14. And that's going to give us $307,000 worth of QQQI to replace that salary in the fast food position. Guys, I know you're probably hearing these numbers and you're probably like, oh my God, like I don't have $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 in a QQQI to invest. And that's okay. It's not about having a large sum of money. It's about getting started. It's about being consistent. It's about being disciplined. It's about investing in all types of markets, investing into bear markets, bull markets, sideways market. As long as you don't sell and you keep investing, you will achieve your goal in no time. Now, I am not saying doing this that you're going to retire in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Who knows? You might retire in 40 years. It is all going to depend on you. It's going to depend on your lifestyle. It's going to depend on how much money you're having and how much money you make, how much money you save. It depends on all of that. And guys, before I wrap this up, I do not advise you to actually put all your money into QQQI. Even though QQQI invests in a wide variety of ETFs, but not ETFs, but it has a wide variety of stocks. It's not diversified for you to just say, okay, I'm just put all my eggs in one basket and just hope for the best. Because like I just mentioned previously at the beginning of the video, past returns does not guarantee future returns. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. If you guys found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like the video, please share the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Sorry I have not been making videos. You know, it's just life. Just been very busy, but I'm going to try to start making more videos once a week so we can keep this algorithm going so you guys can be educated and entertained. All right, guys. Again, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.